We are back, YouTube, Oathkeeper, and
Eternal J, you feel me?
I could see that based on our Ichigo versus Austin video that you guys kind of went crazy. You guys kind of went stupid. So
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Eternal J has come to me with a opposition. Don't ask me to spell that. He said, could Madara beat all of the captains in Black Clover? And I looked at it and I'm like, you know, that's a great idea. We should make a video on that. And here we are. So I don't know what would be easier to talk about, but I suppose we can just get Madara out of the way because like it's just him. So based on what Eternal J saw, it was like Ten Tails Madara, like basically end of the war, like second boss of like the ending chapter to like Kaguya or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
what we think or what I think in terms of like Madara, he has a lot of stuff that I guess in his own verse was kind of hard to counter. He had like double Rinnegan, he had the Ten Tails, he was a what's it called, a Jubi is what they called it. He had limbo clones, which nobody could see if you unless you had Sage of the Six Paths. He had truth seeking orbs. He had infinite Tsukiyomi if he got that chance. So it really comes down to one, how durable are the captains? Can they see his limbo clones? Can they defend themselves against the infinite Tsukiyomi? And can they defend themselves against like the truth seeking orbs? Because the truth seeking orbs, they negate everything unless you have Sage mode. Because if you have Sage mode, you're okay. If you see in Naruto,
Mm-hmm.
Naruto was like Sage, or like I don't know if he was Sage of Six Path or like he was. I think he had Sage mode or whatever. He had the Sage mode in general. That was made him able to like kick them away or like swat them away. It didn't really matter. So in
Nope.
that case, it comes down to those four things. Like can they dodge, negate, sustain all those defensive words against his attacks and abilities and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just him.
So
It's just him. So like, what do you
it,
think?
it's literally just him versus the captains.
So yeah.
The reason why I brought up this to Oathkeeper is because I saw it on TikTok, and we have some friends that are big Naruto fans. But I am a D1 Black Clover fan, so I had to defend Black Clover. And when I saw in the comment sections had me hurt. They say Madara no diffs, easy win for Madara. Black Clover is just frauds, and I'm here to say y'all lying like shit. Y'all lying. And the reason why I say that is because in every anime, y'all always have that one broken character or characters that could always have some form of a workaround. Like, there's always one trick ponies, like Gojo, that are new gen and stuff like that. People pit them against anything. But we're going back to OG animes where they weren't one trick ponies. So the characters that we have from Black Clover that I think will put up the most numbers against Madara, or actually better yet, win, like I said, is Dorothy, Yami, and Marileona. And it probably Rill, right? That's my lineup. The rest of the captains we could speak on, but some of them are actually fraudulent, especially the Oracle captain or whatever. Like that nigga was trying to sell out the Clover Kingdom. But to start off with the heaviest hitter in my eyes, is Dorothy. Dorothy's magic is dream magic. And for what we have seen from her throughout the series is the fact that she naps all the time. She's sleeping. She doesn't wake up till after or during the elf arc. And so in the elf arc, not everyone, but a certain percentage of the Clover Kingdom got into their like elf variant from before they had passed away due to the incident with the first Wizard King and the elves. And she wakes up and she hits her little glamour world. If you don't know what her glamour world, it's like this: infinite space of just nothing but dreams. Like, think of a domain expansion that's not limited at all. Like, you can say Gojo's domain, right? Infinity. It's a specific space. It's a ball. But Glamour World is actual infinite space in a fucking different dimension. Now, I say the word dimension. Yes, Kamui could transport you to the Kamui dimension / Pocket dimension, right? Cool. But we have not seen, well, it's been kind of illustrated in the anime and the games that it seems to be infinite, but we never seen the characters go that far, which me and Oathkeeper have spoken before recording. And so my thing is this: there's a lot of levels to Dorothy's Glamour World. So one, like I said, is an infinite pocket dimension space where she has absolute omnipotent control of said space that keeps them trapped within this realm to put them to sleep. Which, if you sleep in this world, you are dead. And while you're in this world / realm and dimension, you are getting hit with drowsiness, which is keeping you off your balance, off your feet, which has been displayed within the actual anime. And so the funny thing about Dorothy's like Glamour World is the memory manifestation, which is basically just her being able to read their memories. So if Madara gets put in this Glamour World, she can see everything. And knowing Dorothy, she'll just lay it down like pretty easy. She'll just be like, "Oh, you saw your girl get slimed out by Kakashi? Damn, Could it be me though? Like literally, she would do that in my fart. In what? I'm gonna have to cut that out. I just said my fart.
No, I'm keeping that
I'm
in.
crying.
Cut that out.
Oh, she also has like I explained before, death manipulation, which anyone trapped in her glamour world and you fall asleep, it will lead you to death. She also has battlefield removal. That's also like a feat that I looked into beforehand, which is like she instantly sends people to this from the real world to the glamour world, which is just being able to just remove the whole fucking battlefield. Her absolute control is not the glamour world. She is practically acting like a god, but is technically a god in this world, being able to manipulate the whole environment, this whole infinite space, and the objects that are in there, and people based on her thoughts. So like, if she thinks that you're weak, you're weak. Quite literally. If you think chakra can outbeat magic in this glamour world, Uno reverse. If Madara was to try and hit her with a truth seeking orb, that shit wouldn't work. Also, with that, the only limitations that she has is that like while she has like a lot of magic, I think she's a royal, she can't always control the specific magic of the opponents. So I don't know how that would translate towards chakra, but also the world can't collapse under like intense fighting or like conflict with magic pressure, just like spiritual pressure, like Ichigo being trapped in like that little Quincy bubble, where the fuck, which has been seen with her fight with Rive, which was like one of the elves. She also has unconscious control, which is another thing where she is just remaining asleep in the real world while fully controlling the dream world. So like she could be asleep IRL, but then in the dream world she's fully awake, dealing with you. And it's the funniest shit. This is just a broken character. And like I explained before to Oathkeeper, was that magic characters or like enemies with magic, you can write them to be as strong as however you wish. And Black Clover, I think, does a beautiful display about that. They display magic in the best way possible. Now moving on to like Captain Yami. Captain Yami's magic is darkness. And actually I should put this as a statement because I think both of them are on par. Merliona and Captain Yami are the two that I should start speaking about, right? Hold on, what the fuck? So he has darkness magic and she has fire magic, but also these two have managed to manipulate magic to the fullest. Merliona came up with Mana Skin, which she also showed to Yami and then the rest of the characters during that little volcano hectic arc, right? The little training episode, and also figuring out his black mode before the Royal Knights exam, before the elf arc. Everyone learns Mana Skin. Mana Skin basically protects you from heat, cold, some attacks, and stuff like that. Basically, think of it as like magical armor, like Saber's magic armor from Fate series. But it doesn't give you actual like visible armor. It's just visible magic to a certain extent. And then Merliona also created Mana Zone, which is basically a full spread of a certain amount of area with magic. So if you're in a cube and you have all your magic like mana just controlled near you, there's no magic in this little cube. You release your magic everywhere within this cube, and it's a AoE all around hit. You can hit from any angle, and it's beautifully displayed when Asta, Zora, and Merliona are going up against the final third eye. I forgot his name. So that's also displayed. And then also Yuno versus Licht, his spirit drive form. He held out his hand. Licht was looking down, but due to his high amount of magic, he was able to spread out around his magic enough to get behind Licht and use his attack from behind. Mana Zone is broken and busted as is. And in the Narutoverse, you can't really disperse your chakra like that, which we have seen characters, yes, flare up from magic. I mean, from chakra. I mean, Naruto's like 1 and 2 tails has chakra like around him. Like it's like that chakra from the Nine Tails, but is it really doing much? No, besides like giving him like these false claws that still do damage, which I mean I guess you could say that's on par with Mana Skin, but it's rarely shown unless we speak on the Kyuubi Chakra mode, which is just like the giant yellow Nine Tails, right? So they can manipulate chakra to that extent, but with Mana Zone I think it's way better than Kyuubi Chakra and just chakra in general, because most chakra is for jutsus, and that's how most of them are used. And then like same thing with my guy, which Oathkeeper said earlier, is that it's just kind of for show. It's kind of for show. I mean,
Really,
it's not really doing
other than
anything.
making it look cool, it's just like, what does he do?
Yeah, like and then like same thing with like Susanoo's. I mean, you're using it for attacks, sure. It's high dense chakra that can protect you from a lot of hits, which is fair. But then you got magic.
Susanoo's a real thing because you physically seal the shield, the armor, the skeleton. That's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
physically use it. That's his purpose. But
Yeah.
besides that, there's nothing really else that really in terms of
I mean,
because of Naruto.
With Naruto doing the Nine Tails thing, like I don't know if you can remember, like when he's like sitting inside the Nine Tails made out of chakra. That's
Yeah,
kind of like the Susanoo part, but like I'm not saying that's enough to like defeat like what happened to after Monozone. We don't get much from Leona besides the movie. The movie Sword of the Wizard King. In the movie, she fights one of the previous Wizard Kings, but it's a girl, so we're gonna call her Wizard King. I mean Queen. Shit. The Wizard Queen. She fights Leona. Her magic is like chess magic or whatever, right? Cool. Leona, we see a glimpse, a singular glimpse of where it seems like it's Mana Skin during round 3, but it's not. Her whole body is like covered in mana. Her body is yellow. I mean, or like a flame orange. And we see this, in which we do see her still using Mana Zone. And also with magic, she managed to explode, like actually create an explosion from her mana, which, I mean, yes, chakra can do that to an extent, but she's being overwhelmed by these pawns from the Wizard Queen's magic. And to blow it off and also just create a whole explosion, I mean, that's just fucking broken. I mean, shoot, you take Naruto with 10,000 clones, they're all on top of her. One explosion and boom, they're gone. They're just gone. And it's like, that's not even the full extent of Marileona. Marileona goes on to still train, and she's able to take out a few devils from the first like gate being open when Captain Yami and William Vengeance are still being used to open up the gates of hell, right? Or well, the devil's world or whatever. And so I say that to say is because she's doing this with ease. Which then the second one opens and third, whatever, they're taking on a small prize. But also, like some of them, they're actually needing some time to actually defeat. The thing is with Marileona is we see some form of evolution in her magic, but not that much of a great evolution of how she goes throughout it. Because I mean, most of the Spade arc, we see some of the captives fight when I think Lucifero comes out. We don't really see them fight all that much. Mainly the Black Bulls and some other characters fighting until Captain Yami comes back and they save him, blah blah. But I will say when she uses her new manipulation of magic, I don't think is misstated unless I'm forgetting, but she's managed to manipulate magic to where she's one with mana. And we all thought that Yuno was going to be the one closest to mana because he has a fourth leaf Clover Grimoire, but also he's an elf and the son from the Space Kingdom, and also has star magic. I know this nigga has freaking everything, and so no, she gets so close to mana that her body is technically mana and being manipulated by her grimoire as well. Like this stuff isn't just like what some people have said in the community of Black Clover. Oh, she doesn't use her grimoire. No, if she wasn't to use her, she wouldn't be able to do any of this. These are techniques that are just manipulated by mana itself. There's things that you could do without a grimoire, and there's things that you can do with a grimoire. And I think with what this is, she actually had to do it with her grimoire, and her grimoire is 9 times out of 10 open next to her. So yeah, but basically her skin and her body is all mana, like pure mana. So when she hits you, you're being hit with actual mana infused with a human. And by the end of the manga, where we're currently at, she states that she won't return to her original form because she's mana itself. And so it's like, that's fucking broken. In my eyes, and Madara being hit with that is insane. If Madara could pull some bullshit out of his ass to defeat Marileona, by all means, he won. And I managed to pull up the fucking panel. She says, "We did it. We all could for as long as we could. Do your best with the rest." And she also states, "The magic is about to wear off. I have no body to return to. I'll die soon." Which, mind you, she managed to spread some of her magic to other people, which means they're fading away as well. And even if you look at the panel, her body doesn't even look like it's there. She's just pure mana. Captain Yami against Madara. Captain Yami has way too many feats as Marileona. This dude has dark magic to basically generate and manipulate darkness at his will, while at the same time he's specialized for destroying and cutting through space. My nigga, Madara can't do that in Dorothy's Glamour World. And someone has said that Naruto could just disperse his chakra and just do whatever Dorothy's Glamour World is made out of. I'm like, this is infinite space. I could understand Naruto have huge chakra reserves, but this shit is infinite. You're not hit, like, it's not like you're in a domain expansion ball and you can just break it. No, this goes on forever. By the time you disperse enough chakra, or even if you were to, you're going to get drowsy and you're just going to fall asleep and die. This dude also has key sensing, which key sensing isn't even just a one anime thing or two anime thing, which is like key reading is in Dragon Ball, Black Clover, and a few other animes. It's just using all five senses around you until the person is close enough, and then you attack. You have to be able to react fast enough. And yes, you say, "Oh well, this person scales to light magic." No. You're just reacting. It's like instinct. It's like you have an adrenaline, a rush, and you can see at least 1/10 of a second, and boom, you block. It's like that. But key is just using all your senses. Also, his magic is dense as hell. It's like high dense magic, and also he's an arcane stage mage, which is probably the highest that we have seen. Which Asta, Noel, and the others went to the can't remember what fucking kingdom for it, but they went to another kingdom to like gain arcane stage, right? And even with his katana, he can embed darkness magic onto his sword, right? And also it allows him to light magic. His dark cloaked slash is one of his best moves that he normally uses, where he just channels darkness magic and just releasing dense, devastating like our slash attack. And then also dark cloak dimension slash, which I stated earlier, is able to cut through spatial magic. And it has an upgraded form where it can go through multiple dimensions themselves, like with each slash, which was used on Dorothy. The Dark Cloak Black Hole is mainly a defensive utility thing that we've seen against Dante, not DMC, of Dante and Black Clover. And basically, it's just an orb that like absorbs any form of magic. Think of it as like a black hole. I mean, it's in the name, it's black hole. And within a 5 to 15 meter radius, I think he stated, it just absorbs any fucking magic. And then his dark cloaked black blade, I think it's just a close range attack where his blade is just covered in darkness magic and he can just whip his fucking sword around, which leads me into like the same thing that Merliona has, which his two different mana zones, because he's just fucking broken 9 times out of 10, which is just Black Moon, which is just his black hole, but like it's covering more of a wide area to get rid of spells. And then his Equinox is just a long range variant for his dimension slash to increase his magic and power against the devils during the devil arc. And his dark cloaked deep black blade is just even more busted for his black blade technique. And then his death thrust is what we've seen against Dante as well, where he condenses magic into his arm, into his sword, but it's mainly on his arm. And once it's dense enough, he thrusts and it just creates a crater. It's the most lethal thrust of his sword that we have seen in the anime, right? And it can be also amplified due to his Equinox of Mana Zone, right? Then he also has reinforced magic, which is just due to his inherited slowness of darkness magic. He's able to enhance his physical speed and strength. His sword play is just broken as all hell from what we have seen. I don't know if he ever like threw his sword and he could step on it. I think that's a scene unless I'm thinking about another anime, but he can do that. His lightless blunt strike is able to knock people unconscious with the back of his sword. So even if like he can dodge Madara's attack, if he's quick enough, he can knock out Madara with just a simple tap of the back of his blade. That's pretty fucking busted.
Yeah.
And so like 9 times out of 10, he's a front line. So even if like we were to put this into like a war perspective, Merliona and Yami are front line easily. Just front line up front with like combat skills and styles, and then also just like his core magic being dark magic. And then, like I said, Merliona, I could also get into, but like 9 times out of 10, they don't explain her stuff. Hold on, I can also get into hers. I would have to search up some of her attacks because I don't know the name of it. So her fire magic, Mana Zone, which I think she was someone else created, not I was about to give her credit for creating it. Her Mana Skin, and their reinforcement magic, which boosts her physical strength and superhuman level, allowing her hand-to-hand combat. I don't know if anything could speak on what happens in the manga. She has, I'm about to butcher this shit, but it's something Purgatory Abyss, a powerful attack using immense blue flames to defeat high-level demons. So I'm guessing that's in the manga. So we'll see it animated, but supposedly it's blue flames. So that's hotter than what she normally be throwing out. Because what we've seen before in most animes or just fire characters, you have the normal red/orange flames. And then once hot enough, it'll go into a blue. Like, for example, Dabi from Macadamia, his flames were blue, but it's because it burned hotter. And with Todoroki's, his doesn't burn. I mean, it could burn onto the same level as Dobby, but it will change color. That's how fire works, if y'all know science like that. Fireball, which is just another variant of the first attack, a technique that makes opponents unable to act freely, which we have seen Marileona just fucking abuse on the daily basis, picking up Captain Yami, Noelle, and Asta. Hellfire Incinerate, which was after training in the volcano, and she just turns that technique into pure mana, making her essentially a living, generating flame. That means her flame will never, ever go the living fuck out. And then her ultimate magic, which is, I don't even know how to pronounce that, is basically just Army Alliance with this spell allows you to bring back the souls of fallen comrades. Basically, Yuhaba. Wait, no, not Yuhaba. Yamamoto. She's Yamamoto from Black Clover. I mean, from Bleach. Like, dog, all her fallen comrades coming back from the dead on the same scale as her. Make this shit make sense, bro. And she's a stage 0 mage. That means she's higher than Yami. That is Wizard King level or beyond that.
Damn.
That's fucking insane. She utilized intense fire spells often shaped into lines to burn opponents and nullify magic upon contact. So basically, she also had a form of anti-magic, which I think most of this stuff is explained in the Elf arc. The Elf arc is so fucking long and there's so much detail to the point where, yes, you will have to probably, if you don't pay attention to most of it, you're gonna have to search like I did, which I watched Black Clover 4 times. But I did not know that she can nullify people's magic like that. And with it, if I take a guess, it's also like the 5-second rule, where like if you get hit, your magic's nullified for like 5 seconds. So yeah, oh, here we go. Hellfire Incinerate, but also I'm guessing it's slightly in this is 2020. So it's not explained like the new chapters, but it says she becomes a living avatar of mana, continuously increasing in her strength and heat during battle. Physically hitting her isn't going to do shit. Your attacks mean nothing to her. Just touching her means you're going to start burning. If I take a guess, the more that she exerts, the hotter it's going to get. And the hotter it's going to get, you can't get any closer. Only she can get closer. And Madara can't get closer. And with Infinite Tsukuyomi, Dorothy's sleeping. That can't hit her. There's no fucking way. Unless, we're getting my Infinite Tsukuyomi wrong. Marileona will break out of it with pure skill. And then Captain Yami, I don't know, then he's just going to take his shit and be like, all right, time to wake up. And that's it. I mean, those are the three that can really do something to Madara. If anything, Jack the Ripper, sure. Give him a benefit of the doubt. I mean, I would assume that he also has Mana Zone. And Mana Zone is just absolute hit from all angles. His Death Slash, I'm pretty sure it's called, which was his final slash that he did before dying, air quotes by the way. It was just that attack cut through the whole country. I'm pretty sure the Space Kingdom or the Clover Kingdom. I can't remember what arc it's from. But if you just take a look of that attack, yeah, no, that's more than a tail beast bomb. It's just a tail beast bomb, but just as a strike, a simple slash. And it was pretty deep too. That's the crazy part. So Jack the Ripper, we could throw him up there too. Rill, I will have to speak on Rill because Rill's magic is kind of hard to like look into. I'm pretty sure he also has Mana Zone and Mana Skin, but like I said before, he's like Remy from Bleach. His stuff is versatile because it's art magic, unless it has a different name. Yeah, painting magic, and he has a brush and a palette to create and manipulate and summon any element, creature, or weapon he paints. And he is the youngest captain. His ultimate versatility, Rill can simulate virtually any magic attribute by painting it, allowing him to adapt. This nigga can just copy Dorothy's Marileona's fire and Captain Yami's darkness magic. Like, oh my god. I knew he was busted, but bro. Creation is summoning. He brings paintings to life such as massive humanoid beasts, which we have seen. I think Rill fought against Charmy in the second half of the Elf arc. He can create giants, God's Play, a defensive technique that creates a figure bending incoming spells, sending them back to attackers. So he also has God's Play, feet. Spring of Restriction, manipulate paint to capture targets as well like sticky traps. Twilight of Valhalla, a powerful large-scale spell that boosts allies' powers. I remember this. This is in the Spades arc. Also, this nigga could just fly. like the rest of the characters. The rest of the characters could just fucking fly. But no, Rill could just fly. You know, some people fly on brooms, but I think later in the series we just figure out everyone else can fly. The only weakness can suffer from like an inspiration or become distracted. He's basically Arthur from Fire Force. This nigga's busted. Like, what else do we have to speak on? And then Marileona's brother, Fulgarion, is almost on the same level, just with the Salamander. So it's like, these niggas are busted. You are going against prime time Avengers versus Madara. Like, oh my god. What are your thoughts, Oathkeeper?
I don't know, man. It seems kind of crazy. Like as much as like I love Madara, man. Like he's a cool character, but soloed like basically everybody in his own verse. If it wasn't for Black Zetsu, his plan probably would have won. He probably would have won. It's just that like what am I supposed to say? Like against like okay, if it's one on one, maybe, but if it's all at the same time, I don't know, man. Kishimoto gonna have to save him like Gege or something like that. But like
So I did a quick Google search. It says yes, the Infinite Tsukuyomi were some people who are already sleeping because it's a global light based and chakra based genjutsu that penetrates everything. It affects all living creatures regardless of status of conscious. It bypasses closed eyes or hiding trapped anyone within light into its eternal dream. It's a light based attack. Got the Yami upscale photo. Come on. Come on. With Monozone, it says it can penetrate all attacks, penetrate anything. It affects living creatures regardless of state of consciousness. I no immunity, irresistible light. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still playing Dorothy up for that. Dorothy versus this fucking Genjutsu. Does the Infinite Tsukuyomi need preparation? That's what I need to know.
if it needs what?
Preparation.
If he in terms of this like what if he probably already has it because all he needed was the third eye on his forehead. Then he could just look at the moon and then put his fingers like in a like a finger face like those Naruto fingers, and then he says yada 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 infinite Tsukuyomi, and he just looks at the moon, and the moon reflects the red Rini Sharingan, and then that's it.
Okay.
Like I don't
Hold
know,
on. Does Dort?
like in the anime, it took like him like no seconds. As soon as he got the Sharingan on his forehead, he immediately did the Genjutsu. Like I don't think he wasted any time.
Okay. So I know that you said for this situation we aren't gonna give it preparation, but it says yes if it is Tsukuyomi requires extensive preparation to use. Is that a technique that can be casted instantly or on a whim? You need the moon, like a full moon, right? God, Divinity of a world of trees, Reni Sharingan, Ten Tails Chakra. You need all four of these, right? Well, we can give we already give them the Renegon and then the Ten Tails Chakra. It just it's the fact of the moon.
Yeah, it depends
So
on because like what if wait in Dorothy's glamour world, it doesn't have a moon, right? It's just a
no, it doesn't have a moon. So going to Dorothy, Dorothy doesn't need any like preparations at all. It's an instant activation. It's a mental effort and imagination too, and combat application. It just removes the person from the battlefield. Like quite literally, it's just like, hey, come here, pop, boom, you're in my world now. You can't break it unless you have a dimensional slash that can break through spatial magic,
yeah.
like some form of spatial magic. Which there's no spatial thing. Which I looked into before. Which does Naruto have any special moves that could cut through dimensions? And it says Naruto Uzumaki does not have any personal signature moves that directly cuts through dimensions. In the same way, Sasuke Uchiha or Obito can with their Rinnegan slash Mangekyo Sharingan. However, in Boruto, so they're pulling BS from Boruto, but dimensional tiers it has been suggested that the sheer magnitude of Naruto's chakra could tear its space-time continuum, allowing him to interact with an effect of other dimensions. So I'm guessing if Madara could do that, sure, but it's only Boruto, and Madara is not in Boruto, and
Yeah.
that feat is in Naruto Shippuden. Like I said, Dorothy still takes the dub, and plus Dorothy being put under Genjutsu would be like child's play for her, probably.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, even if she's sleeping, like she has God's play. That's kind of broken. It's just unfair.
It's
Like
unfair.
she's just practically God. It's so freaking. On to the next one that I had. What was it? It was Do I have the photo? I think I think I sent it in your DMs, didn't I?
Was it Tsunade Sakura versus?
Yeah, we can talk about Tsunade versus Tsunade and Sakura versus Marileona. Yeah, there was also Naruto versus Naruto Byron mode, Ashura mode, Sage of Six Paths mode, and Tenken clones versus the whole Black Clover verse.
Basically, almost like no limits. Us Saiyans have no, anyways. Basically no limits. Naruto basically like
hmm
I suppose like no drawbacks or maybe we'll get. Oh, I don't know if we're giving drawbacks
Well,
later.
okay, so here's the thing. Like them giving Naruto Byron mode stack on top of Ashura mode and Sage of Six Paths mode, I feel like wouldn't even be possible to stack.
Yeah, because I think the only thing that would really be like the strongest Naruto form without the time restrictions would be Sage of Six Path. Sorry,
Byron mode is just straight hands. Like he can't use any form of attacks.
yeah. I mean, he can use ninjutsu, but it cuts
Hmm.
down the life or the time he has with Koroma and stuff like that.
Yeah. So Sage 6 passed Naruto with 10k clones basically, and I guess a Shura mode versus the whole Black Clover universe. Now here's my thing. We already discussed like 4 characters that could boom this nigga Madara, and we're taking Naruto, who was having issues against Madara, and it took Madara to get backstabbed to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just even worse. I mean, 10k clones, dude. It doesn't even matter. Those clones probably won't even be picked up on key. They can probably sense Naruto so easily, like key reading. Like only a few characters have key reading. Like I'm pretty sure Captain Yami taught Magna, Luck. I mean, Luck is just broken. First off, this dude Luck can sense magic by simply just distributing electricity around a whole. Like in the first arc ish, I guess you could say. Um, what's the second arc? The dungeon arc. This dude spread his electricity through the whole dungeon just to find someone to fight. If anything, if he was to just let his electricity fly, it will hit almost all the clones and just find the real Naruto. That's pretty broken. We put Magna against Naruto. If Magna just hit Naruto with the fireball and do the chained magic thing, it brings you down. It brings Naruto down so much because one, it's a boxing match. To explain, Magna's death chain, I'm pretty sure it's called, is once you get hit, 50% of your of whatever, it's like 50% of your magic is gone. And so now it's an even fight. It's 50 versus 50. So if I'm at my lowest, right, like I have no magic, no nothing, and I use my last little bit to hit you, I get 50% of your magic. And now we're boxing. You can't use no technique, nothing. It's just straight hands and sheer willpower. If Magna hits
Yeah.
Naruto with that, I'm not saying Naruto is going to lose because of that. Naruto knows hand-to-hand combat like crazy.
Yeah.
Magna, however, eh,
Eh.
I guess I will give Naruto that, but I mean, knowing Magna's willpower against a literal devil user, I mean, dude, that man was taking haymakers left and right. I'm not saying it was going to be Konohamaru versus Naruto, but there's going to be a fight put up at least. um, oh my god, I'm trying to remember her name. Vanessa. I mean, she has the Fate Cat, which changes people's fate. So as long as it's touching you, no attacks can hit you, and you can't die. So I mean, literally, she can do whatever she wants as long as the cat is on top of her. Gache or whatever his name is, dude. I never learned how to pronounce his name. The dude that is obsessed with his sister. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Mirror magic is broken because I mean he's manipulating light through mirrors, and I mean if he just spawns a bunch of mirrors around Naruto's clones, I mean boom, it's just there. And then the double reflection magic that he uses, where he can double himself or double other people, like doubling Asta or like creating a whole bunch of Astas. I mean that's broken as well because it's same strength, same feats. So it's like, wow, you have 10k clothes, Naruto. Guess what? We have 10k Astas and Devil Union. Like, come on. Gray, I can't really speak much about because she hasn't been put in that many situations. Noelle, another busted character. I mean, a simple Sea Dragon roar. Probably domes most of the clones. Her Valkyrie armor has been fucking perfected for a long time. Also, she gets anti magic. Like, let's not forget about that. And also that WBBL that she got at the chapter also got a nice little upgrade. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, most of the Black Bulls could just take on Asta. I mean, Asta Naruto pretty easily. It's just people just need to do research. People just need to do research on that.
Just have too much time on your hand. Be like, yo, guys, what if?
All
No,
right,
I'm not hearing you out, man.
I'm not hearing you out, man. Do you want to talk about Lady Tsunade, Sakura versus Merleona?
Yeah, sure. So, judging from, nah, I'm not even sure sugarcoat it. I think Maryland wins this.
I agree. Like,
Now here come the comics. But Oathkeeper, Lady Tsunade is one of the legendary sons. Okay, well, what about Madara? Do you want my clones to fight with or without Susanos? Yeah, bro, it's cooked.
I mean, my nigga, no disrespect to Mr. Jiraiya, Mr. Privy Sage. That nigga got smoked out by pain. I understand he got jumped, but dude, let's think about it. He tried to use Sage mode, imperfected Sage mode, which, yes, of course, Naruto had perfected Sage mode. But also, let's look into the fact of Lady Tsunade. If Lady Tsunade was to go, dude, I don't think the outcome would have been any different. Besides, oh yeah, let me just punch the fucking ground. and destroy like where they were standing. And plus, there was multiple of the pains. Like there was several.
Yeah.
So it's like they gonna get overwhelmed.
They
And then
killed her
Sakura,
too.
I understand Studio Period be downplaying most of the characters, and for some reason should be showing love to female characters now than in the past. But like Sakura, I'm not gonna hold you doing much. Like these are like the support characters from Overworlds, bro. Like
Yeah, like
can't really help you in that department. Like I can understand what they were trying to do for Lady Sanada and Sakura in Naruto. Like what they were trying to do. They were trying to basically pull like these girls are strong. Yes, they are most definitely strong. I believe they are strong. My thing is this: Yuki Tatsuba just wrote Marileona as a character who just loves the game. She does. She fights for the love of the game. And if Lady Sanaya was to be written to be fighting more, then sure, we could have that. Like you could expand on her way more. Yet she wasn't. Like Lady Sanada was mainly sitting in the Hokage little building and stuff like that, doing work and stuff like that. I mean, she got planted coma during the pain attack, which then Danzo became fucking Hokage. Ugh. But it's like, come on, bro. Like these niggas ain't gonna be able to do shit.
yeah, like
And and then at the same time, like, even if we were to put Naruto and Sasuke versus the Black Clover captains or just the Black Bulls, I mean, same shit. It's just like why are we doing this to Naruto? Like
yeah.
Naruto is in the big three, but some of the big three get smoked out. You feel me? And I'm not saying these things because of Glaze. It's just you got to look into it sometimes and like read or like pull up panels. Which I will be sending Oathkeeper some panels of Black Clover just so y'all can see the statements. Because as most people nowadays, JK community, we do not read our own manga. We don't read our own manga. Do you have any thoughts, comments, or concerns about this, Mr. Oathkeeper, or have any other takes that you have seen?
Not really, bro. Like it's a sweep. Like sweep under the rug, sweep into the dustbin, into the garbage outside, into the garbage
Mm-hmm.
truck, into the landfill. Like
That's true.
it's
It's just,
damn.
I mean, listen, bro, perfect writing. What can I say? But I can't talk too much. You know, I don't know if y'all heard, but Dragon Ball Super is coming back.
One eye open, I'm sleeping.
One eye.
Honestly, we have to really sleep with one eye open because
Oh my God,
I hear them
since
typing.
that more
I can hear them
got
typing.
announced.
I can hear them typing.
Hey, you better start typing my comments. You better start typing my comments, yo.
Just reminds me of that one Belize movie. It's like, and here y'all come in the comments. Belize, your head big as hell. I know my head's big. Damn.
Him wearing his fuck ass bonnet.
He's
Well,
always wearing a
guys,
bonnet, bro. Don't look at this
yeah.
sour cap. I got that black, bro. It needs the condition.
Well, guys, it seemed like it has been debunked. I just hope like Seth the programmer randomly finds this video and like
Yeah.
watches. He says like, "Oh yeah, Naruto actually
Hashtag
beats the Black Clover universe."
Luke who inspired like all those six, all those lovely people that inspired us to do these breakdown videos because damn, they be spitting with those, man.
They really be spinning like they're on a whole other level than us. Like we watch the anime for fun, but then we also like talk
They do
about
it as a job,
them.
man. That's them.
Yes, bro. Like we're doing YouTube for fun, but also like for example, me, Eternal J, I love doing YouTube because I love reaching out to a community, mainly the anime community. Same thing with Oathkeeper. But like these debates, it's all for jokes, but also to prove you guys wrong. Course, still, I see you down there.
I see you down there.
I see you get your Cheeto dust hands off the keyboard. But yeah, off your phone. Whoever's watching this on your phone, I don't even know if people watch YouTube on their phone anymore. Besides
Yeah, they
YouTube
do.
Shorts.
Yeah, they do. I do.
No, but yeah, like shout out to them. Like
Honestly,
we would
man,
have probably never came up with this if it wasn't for them.
we wouldn't have really started the Naruto. Well, sorry, the Ichigo versus Asta video without them because they always do their Aizen. What if Aizen was in Naruto? What if Aizen went in this anime? Because we all know Aizen, big baddie manipulator.
I isn't just that nigga, bro. I would invite him to the function. It is. You want to do your outro?
Yeah. Oh, I don't really have an outro. I just be like, okay, bye.
Uh,
But
well,
I will say on one thing: stay eternal.
oh God, stay until
But in all seriousness, that's all we got. Unless someone be like, but actually, and I'll be like, no,
no
no, but
buts.
yeah. So in all seriousness, thank you, Eternal J, for introducing this topic to me.
Of course,
You opened my
as
eyes,
always.
and I guess we'll see you in one of our own uploads or another collab. But anyways, stay
Remember,
eternal,
stay
stay
eternal.
eternal, and stay true to your oath.
Mmm, Love you guys.
Love you guys.